2.01, open public hearing. May I have a motion to open the public hearing?
So, second.
By Mr. Angel, second by Mr. Vassar. And we'll show the meeting open, and I assume we'll vote. All in favor of opening the meeting? Say aye.
Aye.
The vote will carry 4-0. We'll go to item 2.01. Mr. Kiwa.
Thank you, Mr. President and board members. Attached, I have shared with you the tentative agreement between the Crown Point Community School Corporation and the Education Association. I've highlighted things that were edited or adjusted from the previous contract so you can get an idea of where the changes took place. There's obviously changes with dates and table of contents, but the significant areas were in the area of some leave days, some choices that we have in there. There's a benefit there for individuals with a minimum of 110 accumulated sick days. If they don't use all of their new sick days in a year, they would be reimbursed at $100 a day for those unused sick days, still keeping their balance at 110 or above. This has been meant to be a retirement incentive for those that have accumulated that many days. The adjustment there is we've given them some options. They are to receive that one-time, payment, $100 for each of those days that are unused. So we've given them some options there to either receive it in cash, put it in the HSA, or put it in their 403B. Historically, we've always put it in the 403B, but that gives them some options on how they want to receive that should they qualify. Another one is in the area of unused personal days. We are now going to allow up to 2 unused personal days to roll up into your personal days the next year. Typically, in the past, individual would receive 3 personal days, and if you didn't use those 3 personal days, they would roll up into sick days the next year. Now we're going to allow unused personal days, up to 2, to be rolled into personal days the next year, meaning an individual in any year could have a maximum of 5 personal days in a year. If there are more to be rolled up, then any remaining would be rolled into sick days, but we're allowing 2 to roll into personal days in the next year. Next would be there are some changes in their language of the sick bank, which is really created and drafted by them, and it has to do with how quickly individuals need to respond, whether they want to get into the bank or not. And they've shortened that window of time for participants to put their names in. I know we're dealing with a short year right now, so really has to do with making sure that they get in there and volunteer to join the sick bank in a quicker span, a shorter window. And then finally, we did not negotiate base races at all. However, we did negotiate a stipend, a one-time stipend, and it was negotiated that the stipend would be received in what is considered to be what was termed in our discussions a bell curve, meaning this is all based on years of teaching experience in the Crown Point Community School Corporation. Okay, so however many years you've been teaching in Crown Point, that's the number we went with to put you on this bell curve. And you can see a chart that I put in there for you and highlighted it. But in essence, teachers with fewer years of experience in Crown Point would receive a slightly reduced stipend, as opposed to teachers with anywhere between 10 and 20 years of experience, and then at the tail end, those with many years of experience would also receive a reduced, if you can imagine a bell curve distribution. Okay, that is a one-time stipend that will take place, and they have 3 options for that stipend. Again, they can receive it in cash, they can have it placed in their 403B, or they can have it placed in their HSA. once we approve the contract officially, we will ask all of these teachers to designate how they want to receive this, and we'll go ahead and take care of that. Is it fair for me to talk about the timing of all this? So we're anticipating if we can approve this, this contract, that there would be 3 pays in December. December 5 and December 20 are our normal pays. And on that 12th, that Friday in between, that's when the stipend would be delivered. So we'd like to get all, closure on this before the end of the calendar year. A final note on the contract, it has to do with instructional leadership points. Instructional leadership points are provided or given to teachers for doing a specific number of things. You can see the chart there that describes how you could earn points. We decided that we want to move forward with the point value matching last year's point value, which was $83.02 per point. And points at the end of the year, after principals confirm what duties were fulfilled by our staff members, our teachers, would receive points for those duties as noted in the contract there at the rate of $83.02 per point. I would say that pretty much sums up the changes that we had in the adjustments. And, before I stop speaking here, have I missed anything, gentlemen?
Only thing I would add to is just to note that this is a 1-year contract. Typically, they've done 2-year contracts.
Yep.
The situation we find ourselves in, we advised them that we felt like a 1-year would be the way to go for this year.
Yes. I do want to say that we had some very productive discussions with our teachers and our leaders, and I just want to thank them for just really engaging well professionally all of our sessions, despite some tough conversations that we had to have. They just it was just impressive that we have a relationship with them that allow us to engage, as a school community to get some of these things done. So I'll stop right there, and you guys have any questions for me?
Any questions or follow-up?
I do. First of all, thanks, Mr. Akiwa, for highlighting the changes. Appreciate that. It was crystal clear. Thank you for that. Second of all is I know we're talking about teacher contract today, but is the staff support raises included in this, or is this going to be a separate? I know we talked about that earlier, that they were going to run at the same time.
What we're talking about today is only about the negotiated teachers contract.
I understood that, but
Yes.
moving forward,
Yeah.
when we talk about support staff as well.
I'll address that. So next meeting, when you guys come back in next Tuesday to vote for the approval of this contract,
Gotcha.
we will bring the non-certified, all other staff raises at that time. So we'll pass all of it that morning, so that all staff will be on that same timeline that already mentioned in December for receiving the additional paychecks.
Okay, thank you for that. It's crystal clear. So on the teacher contract then, Artie, or Mr. Akiwa, excuse me, some of those teachers that we're approving throughout the district could actually be people who are RIFed down the road.
Some of the people that we are approving.
No, they were approving the teacher's contract, but some of those teachers could be RIFed down the road.
I mean, I don't have any idea on what our staffing will be for next year, so as we make our analysis, it's hard to even comment on that right now. It would be inappropriate because I don't have any data for that.
Nothing with budgets and things like that.
We do have budgets, but we don't even know who's retiring, who may resign. So to understand what our staff would look like right now in November would be incredibly premature.
Okay, because I know there's a lot of alarm out there.
Yeah, understood.
Any other questions? All right. Thank you, Mr. Kiwa, for laying that out. And again, I just want to echo your sentiments to the Crown Point Education Association and their leadership, and then the hard work of the administration here. Thank you for bringing that to us and getting this done.
Sure.
Appreciate it. All right. With no further comments or questions, may I have a motion to close the public hearing, please?
So
So moved by Mr. Vassar. Second by Mr. Warning. All right, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Vote carries 4-0 and the, public hearing is closed.